Thank you. What about you?
I'm also good. Thank you. So, shall we start?
Yeah, we can start.
Okay. Okay, so how much experience you are having in total?
I'm having years of experience in Java, total experience.
Okay, so we will start with core Java. So, what is
Yeah,
aggregation?
aggregation
Yeah.
in hoops concept. Actually, long back it is used. uh,
Okay.
uh,
Okay, no problem. So, what is your day-to-day routine? I mean, like in office time, what you will do first thing in the morning
yeah.
after logging in?
Mhm. Nowadays we are doing work from home, right? So office time is not fixed. Means sometime we have to join early, or sometime we are joining later. But the first thing is when I am going to log into the system, so I need to check mails because we are means our project is a US based project, and there are team, they are based in US. So they are deciding what should be the next task, and if we have means at the end of day, if I am raising some query to them by mail, or yeah, so they are replying on that. So first thing I have to look into the mail, and as we have the live product, so we have to taking care whether there is any logs came from the production, so that we have to look into that. So this kind of stuff at the starting I have to perform,
Okay.
and then according to the whatever decided, means whatever assigned to me, so that task I am performing.
Okay. So, how heap memory is divided in Java?
Heap memory, string constant pool is there, and the stack. So stack is for the reference purpose. Over there, the reference is mentioned, and the stack string constant pool. When we are uh, when we are creating a variable, so that time data is storing, and heap memory also there. So for with new keyword, when we are creating, then directly we are storing in heap memory.
Okay. So, do you know the command system.gc?
It is more about the garbage collection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we use,
So
yeah, so can we use this command in production?
in production, in production there will be there is a loss of data. Maybe the case maybe happen this kind of case.
Okay.
Though we are actually garbage collection is means what it is taking care. Those do not have the reference. I think we can execute in production also, because those things are not have the reference, and they are taking the memory. So what is the use of that? So though they are there, there is no use of. So we can perform that garbage collection action over there also.
Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah, we can use this command, but we should not this use this command in production code. That is that
But
is correct. Okay. So, like coming to like Java memory model, uh, what type of memories are there, and what are the use of these memory sections? So, like
mhm.
there are stack and heap memory.
Mhm.
So, what are the uses of these memories, these sections?
Yes. Yeah. So for stack means when we have the number of variables declared in the our program. So it is taking means we can keep the reference of that variables into the stack, and from that it is pointing to the string constant pool and heap memory. So over there we have means this is not actual data in stack, it is only the reference. So from there we can point to the string constant pool and the heap memory, and heap memory is actually the store the data.
Okay. And like in which sections, in which section of the memory uh, this primitive data values will be stored?
Primitive values of data in string constant pool uh, uh,
String const sorry
no
string
no no
constant pool is the
I,
part of heap memory, right?
yeah. I need to. I'm thinking on that part because uh, the wrapper class and the primitive data type. What is the difference in that while the storing in the date memory? So that is I'm thinking.
No, wrapper class is different. Anyway, if you are using wrapper, then you are creating object. Okay.
Yes, correct.
So object will be stored in a heap memory,
Yeah.
and this primitive value will be stored in stack memory. Okay. And if you go deeper, then there are multiple other section as well of the these memory model.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
So
whatever means, as per my understanding, means maybe I'm wrong. For stack is for only, I think it is for the taking keeping reference of the variable. It
so
was my understanding.
keeping reference means storing object.
Storing object. Okay.
So
Okay.
what do you mean by, I mean, reference, memory reference?
Yeah, address. Yeah, object address of the that variable we can say.
So okay.
Suppose means I'm taking this simple example. I don't know whether it is related to that or not. So suppose in our society there is at the starting of there is number plates are given, right? So on that number plates it is mentioned like D4 Santosh Unde, D5 something else name. So this is the reference, and from that reference, we are pointing to the particular in society's flat. So this is I'm trying to relate with that, but maybe
So
it will
in
be
heap memory, object will be stored.
okay.
So the thing is, it is further divided into some parts of memory where uh, uh, like it will our JVM will scan whatever is
Mhm.
required and whatever is ready to be garbage collected. If it is ready to be garbage collected, then it place those objects into some other place in the same heap area. You call it
So
Eden, Survivor. These are the places.
so we can say like this: if the in stack memory we do not have the reference for that heap memories variable, so that is the garbage collection.
Yeah, correct.
Correct, no? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So why do you? I mean, why do we store cookies? I mean, if you visit any website, you will get the
Mm-hmm.
notification that this website accepts cookies. So what do you mean by that?
Cookies has a number of details like expiry of that cookie is also present over there. IP address or the number of parameter are there, and it is more to when we are accepting the cookie. So that means they can notify us whatever new contents, or if they have the new. It is, suppose I am taking the example of uh, Flipkart or Amazon. So when we are visiting to their site, so they are passing a cookie to our machine. So it is in our browser. It is saving internally. So next time means they advancedly knows this is the person who is the interested for our product, the particular product. So number of things are mentioned. Means suppose we are looking for those shoes, so that kind of cookie they are saving to our machine, or they are taking reference from that cookie, and they are showing according to that product. This is the my
Okay.
understanding about the cookie.
Yeah, it can be stored with the uh, values you are saying, but mainly it is used for the session
Hello.
to store session. Yeah, sorry, I
Oh,
was on mute. Yeah, so
okay,
it
okay, no.
is used for mainly those things also you are saying, but it can be also, I mean, it is mainly used for the session handling, to store the, to maintain the session.
Yeah, and session also, and plus validating the validation part also, right? Because if you are accepting their cookie, that means we are allowing to them to show their contents.
uh no, exactly. I mean, this is not some kind of validation. They're storing cookies in your system because whenever, if suppose you go to other page and then come back to the same page again, then they will
Hmm.
find those cookies and have the confirmation that session is still present.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, that kind of information may be there. Yeah, correct.
Okay, what do you understand by, if I say recursive program or recursive code?
Recursive code, or the recursive method or program. So it is mainly for the particular functionality, and the particular utility we have, and from that utility we wanted to recursive means a number of time we have to perform same operation till the particular condition occur. We are executing that part. The same set of code we are continuously means in recursive it is automatically called. Means the particular condition got, it is calling the same again and again till that condition is valid.
Okay, do you understand by concurrent hash map?
Yeah, concurrent hash map is like for the means the synchronization purpose. Means suppose if we wanted to modify hash map while we are iterating it, so that time we can use the concurrent hash map. And the main thing is concurrent hash map is provide a lock to the particular. Suppose in our map there is a 10 elements, so it is providing. Suppose we are modifying particular suppose first element, so only that part it is locking. Rest of mm, remaining 9 element other resource can use. Means this is the particular lock, and this is the for synchronization for avoiding inconsistency or uh, concurrent modification exception, right? So this is for avoiding that exception we can going for the concurrent hash map.
Okay, okay, so is it possible for two threads to update the concurrent hash map at the same time?
Yes, but not on same block.
Okay, and two threads can read the concurrent hash map at the same time?
Yeah, reading operation can be performed, but modification is difficult. Means it is not allowing.
Okay, okay. So what type of design patterns you have used till now?
Uh, Mainly in my application, I would say a singleton and the prototype we are mainly using.
Okay. So what do you understand by prototype design pattern?
Uh, Suppose in our application for every request we wanted a new object. So there is a fresh object we wanted for that. So that kind of requirement we can achieve by the prototype design pattern.
Okay, okay. And sorry, I didn't get you.
Uh, I said suppose for every request in application, if you want to create a new object
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that, yeah. So in that case, we are going for the prototype.
So can you like give any example in your project where you uh, exactly used this kind of uh, uh, design pattern?
Yeah. Suppose there is a application in that application. Suppose there is a user and user has their own information, right? So a number of users are logging to the system and they are trying to access. So for every request, they have the separate object.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, yeah, fine. And apart from that, any other framework?
Framework Spring MVC I have worked. JDBC template I have worked. Spring Boot I'm working. I have good understanding and that means I'm growing in the microservices and REST API.
REST API also.
Yeah, I mean, in project there is no requirement for that, but as a industry technology stack going and everyone wanting and the hot requirement for the REST and microservices, right? So we should upgrade ourselves. So that is why I'm trying to coming to that level from
Okay,
last
so
1 year.
yeah,
Yeah.
sure. So what type of different annotations you have used
In where you're asking particular
in
question?
while using Spring REST?
Yeah, so at the rate REST controller, it is the main annotation. It is required to denote it is a REST controller, and at the rate request mapping also there. At the rate response body also there.
Okay, okay. And what are the new features of Java 8 you have used?
Lambda expression I have used. Predicates I have used. Stream I have used. Um,
Okay.
yeah, these are the I have.
So what do you understand by Lambda?
Yeah, so lambda is nothing but the anonymous method we can say. Okay, lambda expression. So there is no method signature required over there. Block of code we can execute over there. With the help of predicate, we can do the achieve our stuffs in the lambda expression.
Okay.
So because of this, our plate code is reduced, which we have to do in Java 7. Here we and the main thing is we can do over here as a functional programming. So why I'm saying it because uh, as technology growing means suppose we are taking example of Python. Suppose I am not having idea more about our idea about the Python, but they are providing multiple functions. Okay, and in Java we have all things we have to do as an object, and with the taking reference of object, and we have to write a code. So they people, I think as I gone through the reading and all preparation also, so I got their number of details. So in Java also we are providing the facility to functional programming. So user is not switching from the Java to the Python, means for keeping importance of and the performance wise growing. So that is why this features are came in picture
Okay.
in Java.
Okay. So suppose if we don't override hash code while using an object in hashing collection. I mean, hashing collection means you can say hash map is internally using overriding hash code, and there are
Mhm.
like multiple uh, collections which are internally uses overriding hash code. So suppose if we don't override hash code, then what will be the impact?
Actually, hash code is coming with the equal method. Actually, yeah. So it is a contract. If we are overriding the equal method, then we should override the hash code also. Then
Okay.
only, then only we can achieve our hash code functionality perfectly. Otherwise, there will be the maybe I don't know what will happen with that.
Okay. Okay. So if we don't override equals method, then what will happen?
Then I think uh,
What will be the
it will work.
impact? It will work perfectly.
Yeah, it will work perfectly. I think there is. I don't think so. There is any impact if we are not overriding the hash code method. I don't think so.
Okay. So I mean, suppose if you are not overriding hash code method or equals method, any of them, so what will happen? You are not defining if those the objects are equal or not. So suppose you have two string objects with the same
Mm-hmm.
content. Okay. And those might be treated different by the hash map if uh, they are in different heap, and if you don't override hash code. So by overriding hash code, you are telling uh, defining in hash map, you are defining the equality.
Yeah, but
Okay. If you
yeah,
go
but and
into the detail, you will
mm-hmm.
understand. So let me give in another example. Like we
Mm-hmm.
have employee object. Okay.
Okay.
Employee object, and in employee object there are two, e1 and e2, two, I mean, we have employee class and we created two objects out of it, e1 and e2.
Yeah.
Okay. And
It.
in both
Mm.
objects we are in employee class we have fields like age, name.
Mm.
Okay, two fields are there.
Yeah.
So what we are doing with e1 also, we are saving Rahul and 23, and with e2 also we are saving Rahul and 23. So
Mm-hmm.
by our logic, these objects should be equal because they are having the same value. But
No, but
yeah, but
okay.
according to Java, because they may have
Def-
different hash code,
different.
because they are E1 is also created with new keyword, and E2 is also created with the new keyword, new employee. So they so by our logic, if we are using these two objects in hash map, they I mean as a key or as a key, they can be
Different.
treated differently. So it will not justify our logic, because logically these objects should be same because they have equal values. You understood?
Yeah, I understood what you are
Okay.
saying. Mhm.
Okay. No. Okay. So how would you detect deadlock in a running program?
Detect deadlock.
Yeah.
Yeah, means suppose a number of in multi-threading number of resource wanted same resource and no one able to get that resource. So in that case, there is a deadlock, and I think yeah, that is the information I have. What else?
Okay. So there are some tools like JConsole. Have you heard about that?
Actually, I never use JConsole and means for detecting deadlock. I never use any kind of uh, tool.
Okay. It comes with JDK only. I mean, it is not externalized tool, uh,
Mhm.
third party tool or anything. It comes with JDK installation, and this
Okay.
tool can be used for looking at the deadlocks. There are multiple other JVisual and other tools as well, third party
So
tools. You can,
so it is. Mhm.
yeah,
So
tell
it is
me.
providing. Yeah. So it is providing UI console, right?
Yeah, UI console. Yeah, it is. It provides the insight of your project. So whatever
Okay.
objects are created, whatever deadlocks are happening, it can provide that information to you. So what you can do by
Hmm.
observing that on information, you can prevent deadlock.
Okay. Okay. What name you told? J console,
JConsole.
right?
JConsole
Okay.
is
Okay.
one of them. There
I
are
will.
multiple.
I will try for that because one of the tool I should know. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So, what is the difference between vector and array list?
Uh, Vector and array list. I think there is a difference about it. Vector is the synchronized one, and array list is not synchronized.
Okay. So, when do you use array list over vector, and when do you use vector over array list?
Uh, Suppose there is a case we have the multiple resource and they are trying to mainly first I want to say vector. I think we are use very rarely.
Okay.
Means yeah, but that but as when we are going to use, so that reason I'm telling. So when there are multiple resources and they are trying to face that same array list, and if we have the I mean that time it will give the exception, right? Means concurrent modification type of exception, or yeah. So for thread safe, we can use the vector, and vector it is vector as a thread sub. That is why it is a slower than the array list.
Okay.
And yeah, so suppose we want good performance, and there is no thread sep requirement, so that time we can use array list. But we need security, sorry, means thread sep, and we don't care about the performance. That time we can go for the vector.
Okay. So,
But yeah,
okay, fine, fine. Yeah. So, what is the topmost class of collection hierarchy?
collection.
Collection. Okay. And what is immutable class?
Uh, Mutable class is coming into the picture like when anything want to anyone can modify that class, the member function we can say, or yeah, member function is only. So that class is a mutable means yeah, for modification if anyone we are allowing, uh, then that is a mutable.
So suppose a array list is reaching its threshold.
Okay.
So how does it expands itself? I mean, what is the default value of array list? And
Mm.
if we put elements till the default value, the
Mm-hmm.
default
Mm-hmm.
size, sorry, not value. What is the default size of a array list?
Okay, so in broader picture, I would like to say array list size has a 16 element we can store at a time. Okay, so initial size is a 16. Suppose we are reaching inserting to the array list. So even we are inserting to the first element also, there is an internal method which is calculating the empty size of that array list. Okay, so for every insert, there is a that method. It is I don't remember that method name right now, but that method is trying to fetch this empty size. So we already fill the 16 element, and we are trying to insert 17th element into that array list. So what will happen? It will give us that size is full. So that time the new array list will create, and that new array list size suppose 16. So 16 divided by 2, that is 8, and 8 16 is I think 24, right? So new array list will create with the 24 size, and the old array list is copied into that new array list, and the new element it will insert next of that. So in this way the operation will perform.
Okay, okay. Yeah, so I think I have done pretty much from my side. Do you have any questions?
Yeah, so I have two questions. So is this